Thomas and the fire engine. Thomas was waiting at the station when he heard an alarming noise.
Make way! Ho ho ho! Make way! Ha ha ha!
Rushing through a field was a small red lorry with a large ladder on the back. "Who are you?" said Thomas.
I'm very busy, and I'm in a hurry,
said the lorry. He rattled across the railway line, bounced over the field, and was gone. "What was that?" exclaimed Thomas the tank engine.
That's a fire engine,
said the driver. "That's not an engine," Thomas scoffed. "Where's his fireman?"
Which one?
The driver chuckled.
There's 6.
"Pooh," said Thomas. "Who needs 6 firemen? Especially that thing. It's just a busybody, silly old lorry." He didn't think anyone could be busier than him, and wasn't in the mood for lorries who thought they were engines. "Silly old lorry," he huffed. "Silly old Thomas, silly old Thomas, silly old Thomas, silly old Thomas," Annie and Clarabel teased. The next day, Thomas woke up to find his driver holding something very odd.
It's a present from the Fat Controller,
said the driver.
It's a spark arrestor.
"It looks silly," scoffed Thomas the tank engine.
It stops hot sparks and ash from coming out of your funnel. It's very important in this hot spell.
"I won't wear it," said Thomas. But he did. He puffed sulkily to the station. "I feel so silly. Shh, 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 shh. I feel so silly. Shh, 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 shh." Even Bertie Bus didn't brighten his day.
"Hello, ho, 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 Thomas,"
he guffawed.
"You've got a little hat."
"No, I don't," Thomas replied indignantly. "Engines don't wear hats." Farmer Giles was locking up his barn when Thomas came storming up the hill. "Do come along, shh, 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 shh. Do come along, shh, 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 shh," he panted.
"We're fit to burst, we're fit to burst,
"We're fit to burst, we're fit to burst," Annie and Clarabel wailed. Thomas was red in the face. Smoke filled the air.
"Oh, go to it, Thomas,"
cheered the farmer. But Thomas was far too busy to bother with him. He was just glad to have climbed the hill. What happened next, Farmer Giles couldn't say, but his hay bales were alight, and the fire was quickly spreading. He ran across the railway line to phone for the fire brigade. When Thomas was on his way back, he was feeling pleased with himself. The sun shone and the rails were dry. "We're right on time, shh, 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 shh. We're right on time, shh, 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 shh." As he rounded the next bend, he could see the hay fire dangerously close to the tracks. "Good gracious!" he exclaimed. "Look at that!" Perhaps if Thomas hadn't been so distracted by the fire, he would have noticed the hose pipe crossing the line. Men waved and shouted. "Horrors!" yelled Thomas. Thomas was sprayed with water as he broke the hose pipe.
"You blinking clumsy engine!"
screeched the fire engine.
"What have you done to my hosepipe? You ruined it, that's what!"
Thomas was abashed. "I'm very sorry."
"How do we put out that fire without a hose?"
demanded the fire engine. Unlike the fire, he was quite put out.
"I've an idea,"
said Annie the coach. Everyone turned and stared.
"Why don't you take that hose there and use the water from Thomas's tanks?" "Well, it might work,"
said the fire engine sulkily. "Yes, it's a very good idea," said the fire chief, and they set about putting the plan into action. Soon the fire was out, but the hay was lost. Farmer Giles and the fire chief stamped out the remains. "The farmer shouldn't have been so careless," said Thomas to the fire engine. "Fires are very common at this time of year, don't you know?"
"Yes,"
said the fire engine. The fire chief and Farmer Giles walked over.
"We found this in the remains of the fire,"
said Farmer Giles. "Huh, that's just like my hat," said Thomas. "It is your hat," said the fire chief.
"I didn't realise that you were the fire engine, Thomas."
"Oh dear," said Thomas sadly. "Now I've done it." The fat controller was waiting for them at the end of the line.
"I hope you can see why I sent you the spark arrestor," he said sternly. "That was silly, wasn't it?"
Thomas looked at his buffers.
"However, I have been told you helped the fire brigade, and I am willing to give you another chance."
Thomas looked up.
"As long as you are willing to give the spark arrestor a fair trial."
Thomas wasn't keen on his hat, but it did stop him causing fires, and it must be worth wearing to keep that silly old lorry out of a job.